Hello guys, welcome back to the debug arena. In this video, I will show you the best and the correct way to run Python in VS Code, along with virtual environment also known as venv and requirement.txt. And this works on Windows, Mac OS and Linux. So without any delay, let's get started. The very first step on any operating system will be to install the Python. For that, you can visit python.org and go to downloads and click on this and it will be downloaded. Now for Windows user, it is very important that while installing Python, make sure you tick the option add Python to path. This step is extremely important, otherwise Python won't run from the terminal. Now once the Python installation is done, you have to open the terminal or CMD and you can run this command python 3 version. If you are in Windows, just run Python version and you should see the version. That means it is completely downloaded. Now we can open VS Code. In the VS Code, you can open any folder and after that we can move on to extensions. In the extensions, we can search for Python. In the Python, make sure to download this one from Microsoft. So click on this install and it is done. Now I will move on to my folder. Here I will close this and let's create a new file name as main.py. You can keep it as any name, just .py is important, and we will write a basic Python code which is print hello world, and I will save this. Now to run this Python there are many ways, but the best way is to through the terminal. So we will open the terminal here only and here we can run this command python 3 file name main.py and that's it. If you are in Windows, you can run python main.py and you can see the output. There is another way which is through this button. For that, what you have to do, you have to press command shift P and control shift P in Windows. Search for Python interrupter. Click on that. After that, you have to choose the Python version. So I will choose this one, Python 3.14.2, and after this we can run Python through this run button and you can see it ran. This was the way in which you can run the Python. But now here is something every beginner must understand, which is about virtual environment, also called as venv. Right now we are writing a basic Python program, so everything looks simple. But when you start building real project, you will install many external packages. If you install all of them on your system Python and you have multiple projects, different projects may need different versions of the same packages and that causes conflicts. This is exactly where virtual environment comes into the picture. A virtual environment create a separate Python setup for each project. All dependencies are installed only inside that project, not globally. This keeps projects isolated, avoids version issues, and make your setup clean. In short, one project equals one virtual environment. Now to create the virtual environment, we can run this command. So I will go here and I will write here python 3 and in Windows it will be python mvenv dot venv. It will create a file name as dot venv. Now the virtual environment is created. You can see here the folder dot venv is created. Now we have to activate it. So for Mac and Linux the command is same, which is source dot venv slash bin slash activate, and for Windows the command will be directly venv slash scripts as capital slash activate. So we can hit enter. Once this is fine, here you can see .venv has been added. That means we are into the virtual environment. Now we can install any package. So I am going to use pip install numpy. Numpy is one of the packages, and also this venv provide its own pip so that we can install it directly without any issues. So here you can see that numpy has been installed. Now if I go to normal terminal and here if I run this command pip list, what I am getting, so this command is currently running in my global machine and it is finding pip list. Okay, it is not working. If it does not work, no worries, you can just write here python 3 m pip list. So if pip is not there, you might have to add the path in the environment of the Mac or Windows, but that is not required. You can directly run anything like this. So now this command is running on the global machine and here you can see what are the packages which is installed. Only pip is installed. Okay, like pip is installed but it is not mapped. That's why we are getting command not found. But if I go to my virtual environment, you can see here if I run pip list, not only the command will run but also my package is installed. So in this way you can utilize the virtual environment for making the big Python project. Now you have understand the need of the virtual environment. Let's talk about requirement.txt. So suppose here you have downloaded 30-40 dependency and you are sharing this project to someone else. How will they know what packages to install rather than getting the errors? So what you can do, you can run here pip freeze and write here requirements.txt. What this command will do, it will create a new folder requirements.txt and will write down all the packages which is installed in this virtual environment along with that version. So I have did that and you can see here numpy is there because pip will not be here. So numpy came here. Now here all the packages installed will be mentioned. So if you are sharing this project to someone or deploying it to the anywhere, you can run this command to install all of the packages at once, which is pip install r requirements.txt. And that's it. This is the best and the professional way to run Python in VS Code using virtual environment and requirements.txt. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Debug Arena. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.